Hello and welcome to NDTV Live. I'm Sam Daniel from Chennai. Today I'm going to talk about political pilgrimage on the whole day in a small village called Pasumban in the southern district of Ramanathapuram in Tamil Nadu. That's because today happens to be the 116th birth anniversary of Muthu Ramalinga Thevar, who's being seen as an icon of the Thevar community. And all political parties and all political leaders want to be seen there today with elections due in 6 months' time. And giving a little bit of history, Muthuramalinga Thevar was a freedom fighter. He was also a spiritual leader and he had worked very closely with Subhash Chandra Bose. And traditionally, this particular Thevar community is known to be staunch supporters of the AIADMK in Tamil Nadu. But over the last few years, there was some kind of a disappointment, some kind of an anger within the community against the AIADMK. And that's why now almost all political parties are showing extra interest to owe this community to make sure they'll be able to win their support this time. And that's because when the AIADMK was in power last time, when Mr. Edappadi Palaniswamy was the chief minister, he had paved way for a 10.5% reservation, what we call as internal reservation, within the reservation available for the most backward classes. And he had made this to pave way for the one-year community. And that community is very strong in the northern part of Tamil Nadu, while the Thevar community is quite strong in the southern part of Tamil Nadu, where they could influence the electoral outcomes in at least 9 districts. And in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, they can influence the results in 9 seats out of the 38 seats in Tamil Nadu. And that's why this becomes crucial. And because of that particular amendment, which paved way for 10.5% reservation, internal reservation for the one-year community, the Thevars are a little upset. And using this particular situation, now all parties, including the ruling AIADMK and ruling DMK, are trying to woo them. And today, Chief Minister MK Stalin and his cabinet colleagues, many of them, had gone to that tiny village to pay their tributes. And speaking there, Chief Minister MK Stalin had recollected the contribution made by Muthuramalinga Thevar during those years as a freedom fighter, as a spiritual leader. And he also used this opportunity to talk about the contribution by the DMK government over the last several terms to honor Muthuramalinga Thevar and to improve facilities in that tiny village, to make it easier, to make it convenient for several thousand people who come there every year on this day to pay their tributes. And as far as the DMK, as far as the Chief Minister MK Stalin is concerned, the party had swept the 2019 Lok Sabha elections and they won 38 of the 39 seats. And he hopes by winning support, at least from a major section of the Thevar community, the party will be able to either repeat their 2019 performance or perform even much better, winning all the 39 seats in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. That's the political calculation of MK Stalin. And this comes at a time when the AIADMK, led by the former Chief Minister EPS, in fact, EPS was also here today to pay tributes to Muthuramalinga Thevar. As far as the AIADMK is concerned, they've been losing elections over the last 2 polls, beginning with the 2019 Lok Sabha elections and the 2021 Assembly elections. And for Edappadi Palaniswamy, the upcoming elections, the upcoming 2024 Lok Sabha elections, is a kind of an opportunity for him to try hard and to reclaim the lost political fortunes of this particular party. And that's why he's coming back to this particular Pasumpan, particular area where the Thevar community is quite strong, trying to build bridges, trying to win back the confidence, hoping that the party will be able to improve its political fortunes. In this situation, the AIDMK, in a sense, is suffering from a double whammy of sorts. One, the party's discontent, the community's discontentment with the AIDMK. Secondly, after Edappadi Palaniswamy became the singular leader of the party, even in the run-up to that, the party had expelled his rival, O. Selvam, who also belongs to this Thevar community. And his supporters in pockets where OPS is strong, particularly in districts like Theni, people are again angry. And generally, the Thevar community from different pockets or in different districts of Tamil Nadu, they have another reason to be angry with the AIDMK, that they have expelled a very key leader belonging to the Thevar community. And now the challenge for EPS is to win back the community's trust and confidence amid these two issues. One is that caste reservation for the 1 year. The other one is the expulsion of OPS. And OPS was also present there today, separately visiting and paying his tributes to. And this is a huge event, because 50,000 people are expected to pay their tributes, coming from all over the southern districts. And the police are not taking any chances. They have intensified security. They have deployed at least 8,000 police personnel in Ramanathapuram district alone to make sure there is no untoward incident, because in the past, the Thevar Jayanthi, or the Guru Puja, as it's fondly called, they've also witnessed communal clashes between the Thevars and the scheduled castes in that area. So police are not taking any chances. And the BJP, which has a very negligible presence in the state, even that has deployed the Chief Minister of Goa, Mr. Pramod Sawant, along with the party's state chief, namely the former IPS officer, to go there and to pay the respects. In a sense, the BJP has been left in the lurch, because the AIDMK, which has been their ally after Jayalalitha died over the last 6-7 years, somehow decided to snap the ties with the National Party, with the Saffron Party, citing several reasons, including trouble from the party's leadership, referring to Mr. Annamalai, the way he has been needling the AIDMK, the way he has been humiliating the party, the way he has been as they call it, violating the alliance dharma against them. And now the BJP, with its negligible presence in the state, has to fight alone with whichever party is trying. It may come along with them. And again, this National Party hopes that it will be able to make a dent in the upcoming 2019 elections. Already, Mr. Annamalai is on a padayatra to all the 234 assembly constituencies in the state, hoping that this will make a splash in the state and they'll be able to win some seats, at least in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. And hence, they also try to reach out to this community despite all these challenges. But the larger picture in Tamil Nadu is known for its very rationalist, progressive ideas. It's known to be a state with a high gross enrollment ratio in schools, with a high literacy rate, with a high quality of life in terms of industrialization, in terms of job opportunities, in terms of growth and development in the IT sector. Despite all these factors, the larger picture is that how political parties still use the caste factor when it comes to elections, when it comes to the run up to the elections, they're reaching out to various castes or to various communities to be able to strengthen their position. And that is the major focal point in this whole political pilgrimage of sorts on this Thevar Jayanthi, as politicians across parties are reaching out to this tiny village in Pasambun to make sure they will be seen there and that they'll be able to woo the Thevar community, known to be very strong in the southern belt. But the larger question, of course, who will the Thevar community support this time? Of course, it's traditionally known to be supporting the AIDMK, but because of this internal reservation to the 1 year community by Mr. Edapati Palaniswamy during the AIDMK regime. They are angry with them, but who will they support? Will they support the DMK? Will this help the BJP in any way? That's something we'll have to wait and watch. But after the DMK came to power, in fact, the court had earlier struck down this particular 10.5% internal reservation, saying that the AIDMK government had not backed this particular change, this particular legislation with credible data. And that's why the ruling DMK has now appointed an expert committee to provide credible data so that the same amendment which the earlier AIDMK government had brought about to help the one-year community would be legally admissible now. But so far, there's not much of headway, although this committee has been formed. And in one sense, the Patali Makal Kachchi, which champions the cause of the 1 year, they're also mounting pressure on the ruling DMK to make sure the earlier, the amendment which was struck down by the Madras High Court and later upheld by the Supreme Court would now be pushed by the DMK with enough data to make sure the one-year community will benefit. But the larger question, will there be any kind of balancing act to help the Thevar community, to make them not feel isolated or let down? That's something, another challenge. But at the moment, the DMK government has not, although they have formed a committee, they have not really pushed it. So at the moment, there's no clarity on who would the Thevar community largely support in the upcoming 2024 election, which appears to be a fascinating one. It's no longer a contest between the two Dravidian arch rivals, but it appears this time it could be a triangular contest with the BJP forced to fight alone. But that's all about this political pilgrimage today in a small village of Pasumon down south, as the Thevar community celebrates the 116th birth anniversary of Muthu Ramalinga Thevar. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for your time, and hope you liked watching this. Bye-bye.